If you have opened YouTube Creator News recently, you might have felt a familiar knot in your stomach. YouTube just doubled the watch hours and short views needed to start earning. For a lot of us, especially small creators, beginners, or people who do this in addition to a full time job, it feels like another invisible scoreboard we're being forced to hit before we are allowed to feel successful. If you are already dealing with anxiety, perfectionism, or the constant feeling that your worth is measured in views and impressions, news like this does not just feel like a policy update. It hits hard, it hits personally. When the monetization requirements jump overnight, what's the first thought that creep in? For most creators, it's not, oh, a shift in business model in digital media. No, the old internal story immediately kicks back in. I'm not doing enough, I'm falling behind. Maybe it wasn't smart to think I could make this work. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. We live in a culture that gamifies our efforts. Metrics, analytics, impressions, CTR, audience retention. These are not just numbers anymore. They've become a real time report card on our personal identity. And when platforms move the goalposts, it feels like they're moving the goalposts on our self worth. I want to offer a mental health reframe that you might need to hear today. Your progress is not on YouTube's timeline. Read that again or save it somewhere on your desk. The fact that an algorithm or platform increased its threshold does not mean you suddenly become less capable, less talented, or less worthy of being heard. It simply means the system has changed. System change does not equal personal failure. Platforms optimize for platform goals and revenue, watch time, and retention. They do not optimize for a creator's mental health. When you conflate a platform's business metrics with your growth as a creative human being, anxiety is the inevitable outcome. So, where do we go from here? First, you're completely allowed to feel frustrated. You don't have to positive think your way out of disappointment. It sucks when you thought you were halfway to a goal and suddenly the finish line got moved twice as far away. Acknowledge that anger or disappointment. Second, you're allowed to keep creating at a pace that does not destroy your nervous system. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Pushing yourself into chronic stress, anxiety attacks, or creative fatigue just to chase a moving metric is not sustainable. If doubling your output means sacrificing your mental well being, the cost is too high. Here is a rule I try to live by when looking at analytics. Numbers are data, they're not a diagnosis of your value. Analytics tell you what the algorithm pushed or what a specific audience clicked on a specific day. They tell you nothing about the depth of connection you've built with one viewer, the courage it took for you to upload, the skills you developed while editing that video, or your value as a person. When you look at your dashboard, treat it like a neutral weather report. Rain does not mean you're a bad person. It just means it's raining today. Low watch time does not mean that your voice does not matter. It just means that video hit a specific algorithm curve. If you're feeling overwhelmed by this news, take a deep breath. Step away from the studio dashboard for the day. Go for a walk, talk to a friend, or make something completely offline just for the joy of making it. Remember why you started creating in the first place? Was it for monetization check mark in a menu setting? Or was it because you had something to share, to express, or to build? Keep going at your own pace, on your own terms, and with your peace of mind intact. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. How did you feel when you heard this news? And what helps you to keep your creative sanity when algorithms change? Let's support each other down there. If this resonated with you, please give it a like or share it with a fellow creator who might need to hear it today. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health providers with any questions you may have regarding a medical or mental health condition. If you are in crisis, please contact your local emergency services immediately.